Welcome to Linear Equations Level 3. Pause the video now, try the 4 problems on the screen, and I'll go through them with you shortly. You'll find more practice at this level, plus links to the higher levels, as well as other topics, at the end of this video and on the channel homepage. In problem 1, we're solving the equation 3f plus 2 is equal to 11f minus 14. Now to start, we have unknowns on both sides of the equation, and it makes sense to try and collect those unknowns on the side where you start with the most. So in this case, we start with more f's on the right hand side. So we're going to keep the f's there, and that means I need to remove the 3f's from the left. Now the 3f is a positive 3f, so to remove it, we can subtract 3f from the left, and also subtract 3f from the right. Now on the left, 3f minus 3f is 0, so we're just left with 2. And on the right, 11f minus 3f is 8f, and we still have a minus 14 at the end. So now going back to the right, we want to remove the minus 14. So we use its inverse, which is plus 14, and do the same on the left. On the left, 2 plus 14 is 16, and on the right, the minus 14 and the plus 14 cancel out, so we're just left with 8f. Finally, to remove the 8 from the right hand side, we need to divide by 8, because that 8 is multiplying f by 8, and the inverse of multiplying by 8 is to divide by 8. And we do the same on the left. Now on the right, 8 divided by 8 cancel out, so we're just left with f. And on the right, 16 divided by 8 is 2. So our final answer for problem 1 is 2 equals f, or f equals 2. In problem 2, we're solving the equation 14h plus 7, all divided by 3, is equal to 1 plus 2h. To start, we'd like to remove the 3 from the left-hand side, and this 3 is dividing the 14h plus 7, so to remove it, we use its inverse, which is to multiply by 3. When we multiply an equation, we need to make sure that we multiply everything. So in this case, we need to ensure that we multiply 1 by 3, and that we also multiply 2h by 3. So on the left, the divide by 3 and the times by 3 cancel out, so we're left with 14h plus 7, and on the right, 1 times 3 is 3, and 2h times 3 gives us a plus 6h. Now since we have unknowns on both sides of the equation, we're going to collect them on the side where we start with the most, and in this case, that's the left-hand side. So we want to remove the 6h from the right, and we do this by using its inverse, which is minus 6h, and do exactly the same on the left. Now 14h minus 6h gives us 8h. We still have a plus 7 on that side, and on the right, the 6h and the minus 6h cancel out, so we're just left with 3. Now on the left-hand side, we'd now like to remove the plus 7, so we use its inverse again, which is minus 7, and do the same on the right. On the left, the plus 7 and the minus 7 cancel out, so that just leaves us with 8h, and on the right, 3 minus 7 gives us minus 4. Finally, we'd like to remove the 8 in front of the h, and the 8 is multiplying the h by 8, so we use its inverse, which is to divide by 8, and we do exactly the same on the right. Now the times 8 and the divide by 8 cancel out on the left-hand side, which just leaves us with h, and on the right, minus 4 divided by 8 we can write as minus 4 over 8, which simplifies to minus a half, or even minus 0.5. So h is equal to minus a half is our final answer to problem 2. In problem 3, we're solving the equation 6 multiplied by 4m minus 11 is equal to 1. Now on the left-hand side, we'd first like to remove the brackets, and we need to do this by expanding them. So we start by multiplying 6 by 4m, which gives us 24m, and then multiplying 6 by minus 11, which gives us minus 66. On the right, we still just have 1. Now going back to the left, we'd like to remove the minus 66. And the way that we do this is by using its inverse, which is plus 66. And we do exactly the same on the right. Now on the left, the minus 66 and the plus 66 cancel out, which just leave us with 24m. And on the right, 1 plus 66 gives us 67. Finally, to remove the times 24, which is in front of our m, we need to divide by 24. So we do that to the left, and also do it to the right. On the left, the times by 24 and the divide by 24 cancel out, which just leave us with m, and on the right, 67 divided by 24 can just be written as 67 over 24. And that's our final answer to problem 3. In problem 4, we're solving the equation 6 multiplied by 2x minus 5 is equal to 2 multiplied by 6 minus x. Now, since we have brackets on both sides of the equation, we'd first like to remove these by expanding. So starting on the left, we can do 6 times 2x, which gives us 12x. Then 6 multiplied by minus 5 is minus 30. And on the right, 2 times 6 is 12. And 2 multiplied by minus x gives us minus 2x. Since we have unknowns on both sides of the equation, we're going to collect them on the side where we start with the most, and that's the left-hand side where we have 12x. So we're going to start by removing the x's from the right. And since we have a minus 2x there, we use its inverse, which is plus 2x, to remove it, and do exactly the same on the left. Now the left-hand side becomes 12x plus 2x, which is 14x, minus 30 is equal to 12, and the minus 2x and the plus 2x cancel out. Going back to the left, we'd now like to remove the minus 30. So we add 30 to the left and also add 30 to the right. The minus 30 and the plus 30 on the left cancel out, leaving us with 14x. And on the right, 12 plus 30 gives us 42. Finally, to remove the 14 in front of the x, which is multiplying the x by 14, we use its inverse and we divide both sides of the equation by 14. On the left, 14 divided by 14 become 1 or 1x, or we can think of them as cancelling out. And on the right, 42 divided by 14 is 3. So our final answer for problem 4 is x is equal to 3.